Viber Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Viber Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Viber Finance, we are the future of crypto.
Let's go, everybody. What's going on? Sorry, the camera is not working. Somehow starting off the new year and my jack is broken. My little second a USB-C drive, whatever it is, the mini USB thing shot. So we ain't got a camera. We're using the MacBook Air cam. Shit is foggy as hell, but it is what it is. Santa didn't bring me a new computer. Got to go with it. So hope you guys had a good new year. And now the fun begins. We made it through all the shitty years. 2023 god awful till the summer where we found PDI, Atropa, started to get into the real world asset plays, and then had a nice little run in March last year. But other than that, man, it's been brutal. Unless you've just been holding Bitcoin and a few outliers, it's been tough. But now we learned so much this bear market. I feel like understanding the cycles, understanding how the big money moves, selling may go away, people reshuffling towards the end of the year, getting ready for the new year, stuff like that. It really is important. Tax season coming around in April. So got to put all these things into consideration here. And I think being here, talking with people that are way smarter than me, you start to just get a feel for how everything works. You start to see in real time, man, is that a top signal? Is that a bottom signal? A couple of years ago, I never could see that in real time. But now with the Solana meme top, we called that the Bitcoin top for dominance. Basically, when Jim Cramer came on and was bearish or bullish on Bitcoin at like 99K. So there's little things you see now where we go back and look and say, yeah, that was the bottom was when this happened. It's nice to know in real time, though, when that shit's happening. But I think this year is going to be awesome. I think people are I know tomorrow starts the FTX repayment. So we got $16 billion or something like that getting repaid to creditors. I don't know if the markets were held down because they know retail is getting money right now. So let all the market makers, institutions, long-term thinkers, let all them get in now and then send it. I don't know what the catalyst is going to be that gets retail back in, but the FTX repayments, that's a hell of a good start. Trump coming back in. I think Twitter, they're going to start taking crypto payments. So they're going to be one thing after another that are going to just be so bullish this cycle. I can't wait. Everything we've been researching, everything we've been talking about, it's all coming to fruition, except some of these things take a little longer time. So it is what it is. We made it through. Now it's the time to just kick back, relax, don't rotate. No rotate. That's the phrase moving forward now. No rotate. You had 2 years to pack your bags. There's nothing new coming out that's like, oh man, this is going to be a game changer. So hodl strong. Don't deviate from your plan. Let's get into these bubbles. Let's see what's going on. Get me off of here. That's for damn sure. Need to get a new computer. This sucks. The last thing I want to do is spend like $1,000 on a computer just so I can be clear on the other side of this this stream here. Because I was watching some YouTube streams on a smart TV over the weekend, and I tell you, it is a lot better than watching on a small phone. That's right. No rotate. That's the saying right there. No rotate. And we're gone. All right, this you got to be kidding me. So hold on one second. I'm starting to think it's more than just my outlet that's not good here. This shit's crazy. As soon as I turn the streams on, the computer slows down. Everything just starts to go to shit. Let's go. What up, Erwin? Luke Duke, what up, brother? Godfather J6. Goo God. Let's go. Homo New Yorker. What? HNY. Oh, Happy New Year. Word. God Trust. Mobius. Camo Joe. My man. Happy New Year, bro. Happy New Year. This is the year it all comes together for us, bro. No more bullshit. Spectre loaded up on another bag of that. I think last stream, I told you guys that. Bought some more Spectre, Titan X, Ondo, and Cubic. That's right. And some more Cubic. I mean, right now, guys, it's like everything's just going to start to go. You know, so like right now, if I didn't have Clearpool wasn't my bigger bags of real world asset plays, I definitely would be buying this dip. But since, I was into this at, I don't even know, 5 or 8 cents, something like that in 2023, it's hard for me to buy more of it, even though it's on the dip. That's what I want to do. If you have new money coming in, you want to see what's the best coin that's down right now. You don't want to be buying Spectre, right? I mean, that might be an exception because the market cap's so small. If you don't have exposure at $4, it is what it is. But you can really see the AI coins are starting to really separate. It's going to be AI, real world assets, and gaming. Those three. Those are the narratives. Rat Pulse just fucking bleeding. Deck screener dying here. Here, Jones holding another rally, Washington, D.C. the day before the inauguration. Full circle of J6. Yep. Full circle we've come. And the other thing, too, is, guys, last bear market. All right, deck screener. See ya. We had Joe Biden in office. So you have to think it's going to be a little bit better just because of people being pro crypto, not having Gary Gensler terrorizing the industry, working with Sam Bankman-Fried. I guess he wasn't terrorizing it back then, but everything is moving pro crypto. Like, we just never seen stuff like this before. Everything is falling into place. Stablecoin regulation, that's what I'm looking for next. And I just have a feeling that when the carry trade breaks, like, there's going to be a massive liquidity crisis. You're already starting to see it right now. A debt crisis, liquidity crisis. And what better, how happy would it make the current administration to just blow it up right when Trump takes office? So I'm nervous about the stock market, and I hope we get our huge pump in the first quarter, and then we get a nasty dip. People might think it's over, or they're expecting a double top. So, all right, it's okay. This summer is going to be bad, but we're going to run up and make new all-time highs at the end of the year. And then it doesn't happen. And then we run in 26 early. Like, every scenario is on board. I just think this, right? We're going to have a new bear market regardless, because in another year, however long this runs for, I mean, Fartcoin is just going to be the U.S. Treasury or the U.S. Reserve. Fartcoin and SPX for sure. Maybe throw some SHIB in there. But for real, like on the XRP ledger, on Stellar, when we look at RWA.XYZ and we start looking at all these tokenized treasuries, global bonds, private credit, commodities, institutional funds, stocks, stable coins going to trillions. Once these assets all make their way and they're tokenized on chain, we're going to start to have to value these cryptos differently, and we're not going to see huge dips. Once Hedera starts working with supply chain logistics and they're doing hundreds of thousands of transactions a second consistently, once Stronghold is up and running, once Velo and the whole Veloverse is up and running, and we're all using QR payments instead of credit cards and stuff in another year or two, once we see these numbers here, like, look at, we went from, what's this down here, 100K, or no, 100 million all the way to $5 billion now, or $4 billion. So we 40x'd in 1 year. So say we 40x again next year, and now there's $160 billion on chains. How do these coins dip like crazy when the assets are tokenized and they're sitting on chain? They're going to be valued based upon the volume they're doing, the numbers they have. I don't know how, but I just feel like the shift is approaching us really fast. So I'm super glad that I'm into XRP and XLM and these coins that are the polar opposite of the Richard Hart and Titan X ecosystems. Because if we have a bear market in one, I don't think we'll have one for the other that much. Once XRP is being used to settle different markets, the price is going to have to reflect the volume it's settling. And when that number goes to $10, $20, $50, how is it going to dip? I just don't see it. I think we're going to have a completely different bear market, a different shift in the market towards the real world assets and stuff towards utility. All the stuff that is nonsense and is garbage and vaporware is all going to start to disappear. Like the great cleansing is upon us, and I can't wait for it. I can't wait to see the opposite of what's happening now with all the delusion into all the shit coins and all the money that's spread out in these dead projects, when we could consolidate it and put it into the blue chips, into the stuff that is going to survive into the future. I think it's happening right now, the start of it, and I'm super excited for it. And what's going to start all of it is the yen. I'm looking for this thing. Once it gets to 160, 158, 159, 160, then we're in trouble. That's when I think the carry trade is over. Soon as Japan raises, that falls apart. Things start to get bad, but hopefully we don't keep running up. But time will tell. I've been waiting for it. And Tether's market value has seen its sharpest decline since the FTX crash as Micah kicks in. So what did I tell you guys? That I don't know how this is going to play out, but Tether propping up Bitcoin has to end. And it's going to. Tether's market cap slid almost 1.1% this week after the delistings. And it's going to continue to slide as RLUSD, HUSD, they start to fill the void because they are completely legal. But time will tell. Because this came out as that same article as they're losing massive market share. Tron's T3 financial crime fighting unit hits 100 million in frozen USDT. How funny is this? The crime venture unit, the crime fighting unit. It's a collaboration between Tron, Tether, and blockchain intelligence company TRM Labs. Has frozen 100 million used by illicit actors. They analyzed millions of transactions spanning 5 continents, monitoring a total of 3 billion USDT. So there you go. Money laundering as a service. We're trying to clean it out. And blockchain is a bad place to do money laundering because it's so transparent. Exactly. So they just, I don't know what's going on, because the U.S. talks one thing and then their actions are completely different. You know, they're sanctioning the shit out of Tether, getting rid of it, but at the same time, they're the only ones buying up their debt. So it's almost like one part of the government, you could tell that not everyone's working together inside the US government or whoever. The banking system is working with or the Treasury Department is working with Tron because no one else will buy their debt, so they don't give a shit. But then you have the banking sector and the crypto markets come in the Congress coming down on Tether. So how does this play out? But there's nearly 60 billion in USDT issued on the Tron blockchain, the largest issuance behind Ethereum, which has over 75 billion. But like, what would you do though? Like, if all of a sudden Justin Trudeau came in and sanctioned the US dollar and froze our banks, like, we would have to be using crypto. And that's what they did to get around it. So we caused all of this at the end of the day. So the fact that we did this, we caused it, we knew that, I could say, I'm sure they knew if they did this and froze all their bank accounts where they would go. And I'm sure it's all part of the plan here. But it's just so funny how different parts of the United States, they say one thing and do the complete opposite when it comes down to it. But you got to love it. You got to love the world we're in. Oh, yeah. BBVA. European banks will soon be offering crypto services to their customers in the EU. So, guys, it's all coming. Customers of Garanti will soon be able to buy crypto. Bit2Me says that European banks are edging to offer the same kind of product to their customers in the EU. So it's only a matter of time. I've been telling you guys for a year, Fidelity and E-Trade and all these other platforms are going to start integrating crypto into them. But it's the same thing. You don't hold it yourself. So until all of these sites are insured or they can prove your assets are being held in safe custody, it's still not what crypto was meant for. You know, I like the stuff like Bank Social, you know, the decentralized credit unions where there's no offices, there's no CEO, there's no buildings, no overhead really. So people come in, their assets, you put them in, and they're held in safe custody. They're probably going to be insured, and we'll be able to go from our crypto to, I don't know, bonds or real estate options or whatever passive income or investment opportunities they have, because we're going to want to start to diversify. Once you hit a certain point, it's not for everyone, but once you start hitting wealth, once you make wealth and you start having different sources of income, multiple streams of income, you want to start to spread it out a little into some real estate, a little bit maybe into some art, a little bit into, I don't know, some nice watches, a little bit, obviously a lot into Pokemon and Magic. You need your sealed cardboard. It's outperformed everything but crypto, believe it or not. Even the last couple months, almost everything that I've bought since October is up 50 to 100%. I've never seen anything like this. And we haven't even hit the crypto bull market. So once this happens, and right now there's so little Pokemon anywhere, all the sites are sold out. The newest set, all the pre-orders are sold out everywhere, and it's straight madness. So once crypto starts booming and people have more money, it's about to get wild. But this is going to come to all people. We're just ahead of everybody, guys. Why have MicroStrategy shares have tagged 45% despite billions of Bitcoin buys? Well, that guy is eating the forbidden fruit. There's some foreshadowing right there. This dude is going to crash Bitcoin when this cycle ends, guys. His liquidation price, every one of these buys closer to 100 brings up his liquidation price. And it's inevitable now. The fact that he's selling like all these different places that haven't been able to buy stocks even. They can only buy some sort of bonds. He's figured out a way to basically have pension funds and God, I forget who else, what other type of entities, but they're the most conservative investors. They can only buy like government type debt. So he's figured out a way for them to have exposure to Bitcoin through his little scam he's got going, where they have like a redeem price in 5 years or something. So what if it blows up in the short term? Like, I know it will. This guy blew up the dot-com bubble. Jim Cramer specifically said Michael Saylor was a huge catalyst in it. And now he comes up out of nowhere, loving Bitcoin, out of the blue. Didn't want it at $10, $20, $100, $1,000. Nope. He wanted to come in at like 10 grand and higher and start freaking out and buying it. So this guy, he really is. And this too is super bullish. While everybody's kind of nervous, are we going to have a bull market? Is the bear market just going to come? Are we never going to pump? Just look what the big money's doing. Spotty ETFs logged record monthly inflows exceeding $2 billion in December. The 9 ETFs had over 2.08 billion in inflows last month. That's nearly double the amount of November's net inflows. So if you think we are getting closer to a bear market and the big money has doubled their buys of ETH, I would think the opposite. Because a big thing that I didn't understand either about these ETFs is you always hear, okay, if you all these wealthy clients that have a RIA or a registered investment advisor, you know, as long as you have one of them, you have access to the ETFs, to Bitcoin and ETH. That's not how it works. For Bitcoin and ETH, when they first came out for like the first 6 months or something, it's only for their top tier clients of like $5 million investors or more. So I think it takes it's like at over 6 months before even the average accredited investor who has, you know, a net worth of $3 million and has, you know, 100 grand to invest. They couldn't get into these ETFs right away. So in the next like 6 months, it's going to be open up to everybody. So the inflows are going to just start pouring in, guys. So don't listen to the idiots out there. Just look at all the news everywhere. BlackRock's BUIDL approved as backing token for Frax USD stablecoin. I didn't even see that. So there we go. BlackRock, Larry Fink, he's told us real world assets are the future. There's going to be trillions coming on chain in the next 5 years. Frax is now launching the FRX USD stablecoin. BlackRock's BUIDL token. The tokenized money market fund. I forget. I don't know what's in there, though. What was it? Bitcoin and ETH? I don't remember what was in that fund. That's interesting. That they're allowing them to back the stablecoin with that. Oh, okay, so that's why Athena's stablecoin is also backed by it too. All right. I don't know if Athena, how they do that. You get almost 29 or 30% for the Athena stablecoin. I don't know how that's sustainable, but we shall see. Oh yeah, we already talked about this. Tether sees largest weekly drop. Real world asset integration with DeFi could grow the market 10x, says Securitize CEO, in the next 12 to 18 months. Like, we just need stablecoin regulation to come, and then that stupid Fit 21 bill or whatever that Biden vetoed, everything was right there. It was it's a perfect plan. It gives everybody the ability to come in as a centralized security, and then it gives them an exact timeline and the framework how to become a decentralized cryptocurrency, a decentralized commodity, whatever the designation is at the end, the blueprint was there and Biden vetoed it. So it just shows you that it takes more time for everything on the back end to be built. They got to have Fidelity and E-Trade, and all these sites have to have crypto built into them. They have to have MetaMask and Wallet Connect and all this stuff ready to go. And we see how long this stuff takes. Everything seems to be delayed, and that's all right. Nothing is changing from all of our predictions. Everything we thought was going to happen, it is happening. It's just taking a little bit more time, and that's all right. The smartest people and the wealthiest people I know use time to their advantage, and they let time, their assets, work for them over time. And the longer they do that, the longer you can let your assets work for you, the less you have to work for yourself. It's honestly difficult to recap the biggest narratives of 2024 simply because there were so many. Bullshit. The 2024 narratives were meme coins and AI and Richard Hart. But if I were to engage in that exercise, I'd have to say that tokenization and BlackRock's grand entrance into crypto would be high on the list. Bullshit. I wouldn't. No one was talking about real world assets, really. I mean, we've been talking about it for years, but it's not sexy. And until there's money coming in green candles, no one cares. I mean, we're all here for the tech. So is Fast Abdul. You know, we're the 1% though that are here for the tech. Everyone else, they're just here for mad gains overnight and to just cheat out of shit. However, Carlos Dominguez thinks that you could realistically cut out some of the tokenization efforts that took place on private chains that no one's using, which might drop the value to about $5 billion. Today, tokenized treasuries currently sit at $4 billion. Currently, RWAs, excluding stablecoins, top 15 billion. So, all right, 5 billion. He says that could grow to 50 in the next 12 months. There we go. And then, so once that happens, right, once $200 billion comes on chain, it's not going off chain, right? So as long as as people look at them and say, yeah, they're valued now at this price because the number or the value that they have tokenized or the volume that they're doing on chain with that divided by the TVL locked up, that gives you the new advanced metric for price or whatever the hell they're going to do. I don't know, but I can just feel the change is coming and people are scared of it. And that's why they FUD the shit out of all this stuff because they knew they were late. They knew they missed out on shit. Hey guys, this was huge here too. The IRS delays the implementation of the new crypto tax reporting till 2026. Isn't that funny? After everyone was freaking out to submit that what the hell was the name of it? That paper or the document to the IRS so you could get your taxes set up so they wouldn't go back. And people were really getting like worried about it. Oh, what the hell was it? I'll look. Hold on. I'm going to look it up. I'll find it in a second. Safe harbor. The safe harbor thing right there. Yeah, that's what it is. So they were really pushing it. The IRS issued a temporary relief notice. That's good news for crypto holders with centralized exchanges in 2025. They want you to give them your wallets so you can have a first in, first out, and they won't go back. They want your snapshots of your wallets and all of this. So people were freaking out and panicking and sending that in. And I didn't do it because I just didn't feel comfortable. I haven't really sold anything in the last couple of years. You know, my biggest hex stake of like 18K that I sold. I mean, how much of that hit my bank account? Maybe a third of it. I mean, I really haven't cashed much out in crypto at all. Like I truly buy and hold, and I'm waiting to sell the top this time. Last cycle, you know, I got into hex staked almost all of it and sold the little I had liquid because I got hacked early and lost, what would have been like a couple $1 million at the top. I had 300 quant. I had 325 ETH lend, which then turned into Aave. And I got those at like $3 a coin. So that would have been, God knows how much. So it was terrible. But luckily I got the 1-inch airdrop, the Ampleforth airdrop, the Uniswap airdrop, and I was able to put those back into Hex early and back into Polygon under a cent and like a couple $100 into Polygon. We did 100x on that. So did all right, but I basically bought more crypto and then just round tripped a lot of it. But fortunately, it's coins like Sologenics, coins like Casper, coins like LCX, Stellar, H bar, Saucer Swap. So it was coins that are going to do really well. And as long as you can just hold for 4 to 6 years, go back and look at the prices early in 2019. If you just round trip stuff, you'd still be up a lot on bags. And it sucks. But you know what? I'd rather round tripped it and still have it and the opportunity to sell now that I know what I'm doing. And once alt season starts coming, I'm going to be clipping 2% a day, 2% a day out of my sell bags. And I have my whole strategy set up. So on Pulse Chain, I'm selling stuff that's liquid, but nothing that's a reflection coin. Like my Die Hard and my Live Free and Inc R and PRS and Vortex, Meth Lab. I'm not selling any of those. I don't care. I'm playing a multi-cycle game with certain bags on Pulse Chain, and I'm good with that. I have my cubic I'm probably going to hold on to at least 50% of, 75% of. Because look at IOTA. Come from Beyond's first project, IOTA, is now bigger than ever, and it's going to be the one that's used for oracles for robots when they talk to each other. Like when we all have driverless cars and I say, I'm programmed to go to the airport and I'm running late or someone's flight comes in early. So I need to program into my phone. I got to get there 10 minutes early and I need to pay money to do that. So all the cars in front of me move over or I fly over them, however it works. IOTA is the oracle that's going to be used for all that stuff. So all the idiots that laughed at it, no, it's a dead dinosaur project. It's actually bigger and better than ever now. And that's going to start happening with a lot of these coins that we're in, with HBAR, with Stellar, XRP, Velo, Stronghold, Algorand, and people are going to be shocked because they didn't hold on to these things. So I'm good playing the multiple cycle game. And let's check Titan X. Man, Shogun is just destroying supply of Titan X off of the market. I mean, I think we're almost to half of the supply off the market. Or 53% burnt. Oh my God, 53.8%. Wow. So we're almost 54% burnt. See what Shogun's doing? Like this is taking off like 1/3% a day. So if guys everyone just needs to hold their Titan X. No one needs to sell. No one needs to panic. And the amount that's getting burned a day, we're going to be good in 6 months maximum. We don't need to do anything. I don't know why people are selling. It blows my mind. Do people not understand it? Like if you need the money, I understand. I get it. Like if you made profits, you need the money to live. But if that's not the case, switch your attitude, switch your mentality, and use switch.win, the cheapest routing on Ethereum. I was messing around with it earlier. I bought myself a tiny bit more Titan X. And I'm pissed because I forgot in one of my wallets, I made 3 stakes early on and I wanted to burn them, but I forgot. I missed out. So now I have One of them's worth $10, the other's worth $12, and the other's worth $30. And I staked them on day one, 10/28/2023. So I don't know how much they dropped down, but I know I did a couple hundred and like $500. I swear. The $500 one is now worth $30, and then the $200 one is worth 6, or no, 10 or 12, which is about right. So it's bad. Wrecked. But you know what? In 3,500 days, those 30 million Titan X, man. So guys, don't fade anything in this ecosystem. Morpheus back to 2,500. How's it doing against Dragon X? It's all that matters. Once we're 1-to-1 and people realize, holy shit, I can now get one Dragon X for one Morpheus, people are going to freak out. And as the more expensive things get, the more people want them. Yeah, they may be, but it's funny though that I have $18 in ETH rewards, and it costs like $9 to claim it. So it's pretty funny. It's almost a meme at this point. Institutional crypto adoption, the new era, the convergence of product innovation and regulatory clarity is catalyzing a transformation of institutional finance. Bitcoin yield strategies, once seen as speculative, are now viewed as essential tools for generating risk-adjusted returns. For institutions, these strategies offer a way to justify Bitcoin allocations while addressing stakeholder concerns about volatility and risk. Just don't look at Tesla the last month. We believe this moment is just the beginning. The ability to earn yield on Bitcoin without introducing new risk. It represents a paradigm shift, one that will redefine how institutions interact with digital assets. Oh, you mean by bridging your worthless Bitcoin over to Flare, where 99.9% of the airdrops from XRP went to institutions? So Flare, you're gonna have F assets? You mean that's what's coming? Why don't they tell us on here though? How come they don't say we believe a product or a project like Flare is working with institutions and is greatly benefiting them in earning this yield on Bitcoin, because they can take that Bitcoin, wrap it on Flare, and pair it up and earn yield. They can take it and hopefully lend it out somewhere if a lending and borrowing protocol comes on chain. But they're not going to tell you that, guys. They're going to tell you that Chainlink is the greatest thing ever and yada, yada, yada. But here at Viber Finance, I got the fucking alpha for you. I'm telling you where these guys are going to earn the yields. And you could just go to hextrust.com and check this out if you want. And I bet you if you called these guys up and you pretended to be an institution or a hedge fund, and your boss, Ben Dover, sent you on a mission to figure out what do we do with all of this cryptocurrency that we were gifted. We need to earn yield on it. We don't know what to do. Oh, sir, don't worry. Here at Hex Trust, we have a full variety of services for you. We can provide you validation services, full staking services, full custody, escrow, OTC deals, lending, borrowing. Oh, and also too, guys, if you want to use Web3 Metaverse and DeFi, we got you too. We'll show you how to use that. No problem. But if you're a retail investor who makes under $250,000, this is way too risky for you. We need to set this all up for us, set it all up for the institutions and hedge funds out there, and then the little guy can come in after. So that's how this works right here. And Flare, guys, is going to be how they do this. They're going to use companies like Hex Trust, who are going to take their money and use protocols like Flare, protocols like Athena, but that might be too risky. I mean, probably they're going to use Clearpool, and where that stablecoin earns 5%, the Flare and Clearpool stablecoin that they created. I don't know, Julie. I don't know what I just saw a tweet about it, but I don't know. I'm not going to be worrying about it. I own so little Titan X now. It's all in Morpheus that'll be cool, but we need green candles instead of all this shit coming in the future, all this shit coming. How about some green effing candles? But they're coming. So yeah, guys, institutional adoption is coming with the likes of coins like Flare. And I was just checking the Anki stats here. This shit is crazy. I didn't realize I'm only number 63. I got 2 wallets though. My other one was a little bit higher. But the rewards on this are crazy. Almost 0.04 pulse wrap Bitcoin. And if that shit goes to parity and this 100x's from here, good golly, there's $3,200 in wrap Bitcoin. I will sell that shit so fast. And that's more than I put in to my Anki, Alien, and PTGC, and Atropa, and PDI all together. So I'm balls deep into Anki. This is my favorite coin on Pulse Chain right now. Sunny's ecosystem, Anki, Alien, PTGC, UFO, and then the core 4 can huff one. The core 4 suck right now. Yeah, they're going to do great, but you know what? PTGC and UFO are going to continue to outperform the core 4. I don't care what anyone says. If Pulse Chain does a 10x, UFO and PTGC do a 20x. It's that simple. And Anki and these ones are going to all catch up to once people realize that their leverage plays on PTGC and UFO. I mean, we're just too early, guys, but that's a good thing. It's going to be validation. I mean, who's not going to... All right, look at this, right? You buy Anki, you now start earning Atropa, Teddy Bear, Wrap Bitcoin, and PDI. So there's 4 assets. So if you buy now at the bottom and hold this for 5 years, I mean, why would you ever need to sell your principal? You have to get into that mindset. Don't be thinking, oh, this cycle is going to end. Oh, when do I have to just sell everything and just get out? That's pleb thinking. No, think long-term, multiple cycles. I have generational entries here. I am so confident in this shit. I will hold through the bear markets. I'll sell 10% off at the top, or 25% at the top. That's it. Don't maybe sell a third. If you really need the money, take out a third and then just let it sit. It's okay to take a temporary short-term loss. Once you're up a 10 to 15x in the next bear market, it doesn't hurt at all. The shoulda, coulda, wouldas, whatever. So you get 4 coins for holding Anki. And then for holding Alien, same thing. Oh, you don't have PTGC? Oh, that's cool. You'll start earning it now for holding Alien. And then you get your 808, your Liquid, and your Burn. 4 more coins. So for holding those 2, you're getting 8 coins in passive income. If you can hold those for the next 5 years, do you know how much you're going to start earning in interest in the future? Or if you put $5,000 into here down at the bottom, the amount of interest you're going to be earning in 3 to 4 years every day from these is going to be insane. Think long term. No rotate. Think long term. These opportunities, these things, Alien and Anki are going to do the same thing as PTGC and UFO. It's only a matter of time. They're going to catch up real quick. Real quick. And guys, if you want alpha, I'm going to just play this right here. The investing bros, man, guys, just listen to this, right? These guys got alpha right here. I was listening to it earlier. Check it out.
Very good. And, I used to hold a lot more XRP. I sold it off. Some might say I got flooded out, right? But I made a very calculated decision when it came to XRP. I didn't, and so now I've had to buy back in.
So the investing bro, he made a very calculated decision and sold off his XRP at the bottom and got fudded out. It was a very calculated decision.
I bought in back into XRP right around here. If you go to my screen, Smay, right around here, around $2.15, right? So, not the best entry point for XRP, but sometimes you just have to buy back in. I am seeing all the right momentum picking up for XRP, not just on the charts, but in the headlines as well. And man, sometimes
So what the fuck were you doing in the bear market that your calculated move told you to sell XRP? Were you doing any fucking research? Or were you growing your dirt stash out and at the sweatshop store or the hoodie store looking for new fucking hoodies? Because I was here the entire bear market and watching Maximus's streams and watching some Bearable Bull and listening to Waters Above and listening to Black Swan Capitalists and Jake Claver and following the SEC case. Everything that I was paying attention to made me more bullish on XRP in the bear market and made me want to buy more and made me tell every single person, make sure you get your bag of XRP. Make sure you buy a bag now and just forget about it. Get it now while it's under 50 cents. I told everybody to do that. But the investing bros, he had a calculated move. He made it. He sold it all and rebought 5 times higher. You know what? But he had the charts were looking good.
The market just jukes you and you don't go the right way. Had a question.
Oh, the market just jukes you and it doesn't go the right way. Yep, those market jukes, guys. They
in the chat asking what is a black swan event? Because we'll talk about a lot of terminology here on the investing bros, and sometimes you don't know what it is. Black swan is an unpredictable event that is beyond what is normally expected of a situation and has potentially severe consequences. Bros, if you're looking to learn how to trade and look for a great community to learn how to trade and invest, look no further than this.
Let me get this straight. The investing bros just told you I got flooded out of XRP in the bear market, sold the bottoms. The chart started looking good. He came back in and bought at 217. And now he's going to come tell you to join his trading course and come buy his trading course. So you can come in and sell the fucking bottoms and buy the tops just like him. Like the audacity of these people to sit here and just tell you I got flooded out of XRP, the easiest fucking play ever to see if you put 2 minutes of research into it. But no, these guys are too fucking busy. God knows doing what. And then he tells you to come join his trading group. You can't make this shit up. And these fuckers have 40,000 followers, and this has 5,000 views on it. To tell you to fucking get wrecked like him and join their group. This shit, you can't make this up, guys. Like, it's so fucking funny. But these are the people here that the algorithm is sending people to. And that's so funny. There's his leverage trading site. He always hear this Lux Algo, and what the hell that is. And there's their memberships, UTOR memberships, and Discord private or paid group. Man, so funny. So funny. But hey, it is what it is. That the QR code up top here for me, that's my super chat right there. So you could scan that and send me a tip if you want. But I ain't going to sell you nothing. I'm going to tell you to buy and hold and think long term. There's no money in telling you to buy a coin and put it away and hold it. It gets boring. It gets repetitive. And there's no new amazing gem that just came out of nowhere this week and another one next week. No, we have identified all the best coins. Now it's just add to them, add to them, add to them. So, guys, definitely go follow the investing bros. These guys are on top of it. They could not figure out XRP was going to pump all bear market. So get on their level, guys. I'm going to hopefully get there someday soon. And yeah, that's all I got. AI will erupt. Cubic will 100%, bro. Cubic is it. Lux Algo is a paid indicator on TradingView. They're probably getting a cutoff of it. Oh my God. You can't make this shit up. Oh, that's so funny. We need people like this. If everyone was smart, the markets would be too efficient. Oh, yeah. We definitely don't need everyone smart, but it would be nice to get new people that come in and just type like cryptocurrency, DeFi to get shilled something in the Richard Hart ecosystem, or like somebody that's not with no fucking trading links or anything in the description, someone that's actually there to give you good advice. There's so many good people in our community here, in the Titan X community, and we never get the algorithm love. But it is what it is. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Check out this amazing camera we got here. I'm gonna have to start a donation fund for the Vibra Finance new laptop because I ain't selling shit right now to fund a new laptop. Once we get some green candles, maybe. So we might have to deal with this this beautiful grainy footage for a little while. But it's all right. The alpha is worth it, I promise. Smash that like button. It's the least you could do. Try to get one of these videos to 100 likes. And maybe the algorithm will pick it up, but it is what it is. We're going to crush it. You guys are all going to crush it. If you got any questions, reach out to me. If you need help, reach out to me. I'm always around.